You might recognize Jet Jurgensmeyer for his role on Last Man Standing, or maybe as Spanky in the Little Rascals movie.
But he is a friend of our show and a musician and has a new music.
Fantastic.
A new song called Parachute. Hi,
Yes.
Jet. How are you?
Now, you told us last time you were a musician. We didn't believe you.
Well, here I am. This time, I'm going to prove it for you.
No, it's so good to see you again.
Good to see you guys too.
How's
Thank you
life
for having
treating
me.
you?
Pretty good. I'm 15 now. I'm in high school, so that's interesting.
That's the last time you were
That's a
here. You were
thing.
10 years old.
Whoa.
Wait, I want to
Just
know
like-
what it's like being in. Are you homeschooled?
I'm homeschooled.
Okay, but still high school age.
High school.
But high school freshman, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But in the industry, what is that like?
You know, I mean, it's not too difficult. I still get up early in the morning. I still do my school throughout the whole day. I can do school on my phone, so if I'm in the car, I'm most likely doing school. So it's really not too different, and I try to stay ahead so that way I can do projects. And
You got to go out and do auditions still. You're
Absolutely.
constantly working that. That seems like an awful lot of work for a young person.
Oh, it's. I get used to it. I like it. I think it's fun. If I don't have something to do, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with
It's
my
like the
hands.
busiest people, the most productive.
How should I sit? I don't.
So your The Last Man Standing is wrapping up this season.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
We're
soon.
very close to finishing filming.
But in kind of your off time, when you're not in school and not on the show, you're creating
Writing music. Yes, ma'am.
I've been watching you on your Instagram over these last few months. I've been stalking your Instagram, and you've been
Well,
in
thank you.
Nashville, I know a lot.
I have.
What's been
That's
happening?
What's
my
that like?
hometown. So honestly, I've been there my whole life, and I just really enjoy getting to go back there now and being more involved in the industry. That's
How does that
basically
work
all
for
around.
you, though?
Yeah.
It's not that difficult from being out here when I'm working. I'm surrounded by such talented writers and musicians that everything kind of just falls into place.
But there is a Nashville vibe that's a little different than LA. I mean,
There
LA's
is.
a little more rock, and I know that there's a country vibe in Nashville that's sort of actually disappearing, isn't it?
It is to a certain extent, but I feel like there's enough of us that have been there, enough Nashville natives that will keep that small town feel.
How do they treat you in the writer's room when you're your age? And I'm sure these are older men and women, and they're like, "Who are you, kid?"
You know, I've been
Are they
very
cool?
lucky to write with very talented musicians and writers, like I said, and they've all treated me with respect. Because, I mean, I've been doing this my whole life. I've been in music since I was 3. I've been in acting since I was 4.
Yeah.
So I do know what I'm doing to a certain extent. And I really appreciate it when they do treat me like a professional and like a musician and like an actor on both the set and the writer room.
How do your parents feel about your music?
They're very supportive of me.
Are they?
They've
You pointed
always,
because they're sitting
they're
on
sitting right back there. They're sitting right back there. They've always
Watch
told
what you
me-
say, because they can hear.
They've always told me that if this is what I want to do, just being an entertainer, that they'll support me 100%, and this is what I love to do, and they've been able to support
You're a
me.
very lucky young man.
You certainly are. All right, I want to talk about the writing process for you. What is it in your world that inspires you at your age to write the songs you write? So you're going to play for us after the break. You're going to play "Parachute," which is a new one of your new singles. But what inspires you to write at your age?
You know, I like writing because I can write about things that I'm feeling in my life or what I'm going through as a 15-year-old, because most people that write songs, they don't write them for my age. And I shouldn't be singing about, like, heartbreak. I've never been on a date. Like, that'd be a little too much. My mom's a Southern woman. She won't let me date yet. Come on now.
Exactly.
So I kind of I write about, like having crushes or trying to say goodbye to somebody or trying to get over somebody. But other than that, I don't, or like trying to be motivational in my songs, like A Lot More Love, which was written by some very, very talented
So you can write a song that
writers.
says, "I would break up with you on text, but I'm not going to." I mean,
I don't know about that. Come on now.
Well, I'm working on something here. I got a little bit of a Nashville thing going
We just did a
on.
story about breaking up with people over text. Such a problem, right?
That's harsh.
Right? I agree, Jen.
I haven't had to go through that, so maybe I shouldn't be putting my thoughts into there yet.
Okay, I want to talk about too, because you're big on social media, and you have a huge platform. I know "Parachute," the music video, has like 100,000 views on YouTube.
Way to
Plus.
go.
I mean,
Congratulations.
It's doing really, really well.
Kind of surprising for me to see that whenever I.
Not surprising to us. You're a really talented young man.
Agreed.
You got it
But
going on.
what is it in your generation of kids, your TikTokers, your Instagrammers, your YouTubers, that it's in your generation, why do you guys have such huge followings? What is it about what you're doing that attracts other people and kids your age?
You know, that's a good question.
They do pay me for this, Jack.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. You know, I would say I saw Ed Sheeran say in a documentary one time, just be nice to people.
Sure.
And I got to meet him, and he was genuinely nice. And look at where it's gotten him.
Sure.
So I feel like we try to be nice, and we realize that hard work pays off.
Yeah.
And that our parents are from a generation that also had that same mentality. So I think that they're really implementing this.
There are no
in us.
shortcuts. You're absolutely right. So in a minute, we're going to hear Parachute with Jet. I can't wait.
I know, I'm excited. We'll be right back.
Yay.